Okay guys, we're here with a death battle reaction video, Bakugo versus Reze. We had a poll on the Double O podcast. Let me check the poll real quick. It was who would win in a fight, Reze versus Bakugo. And the results was that it was 5 votes, just 5 votes. 4 of the votes went to Bakugo, and then 1 of the votes went to Reze. I voted Bakugo. So, without further ado, let's get to this death battle reaction. I'm rooting for Bakugo. That's who I'm rooting for.
Look who's here. Bakugo versus Reze, the god of explosions versus the bomb devil. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
God of explosions.
Analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Let's skip to the end. Let's get to the actual battle.
Gun Devil, who could travel across the world and kill millions of people in.
Okay, you're spoiling shit. You're spoiling shit, my guy. This is not the Gun Devil. This is the Bomb Devil.
Whether Reze chose. Oh, you've got some.
They always spoiling some shit, bro. That's not part of who's fighting.
You're quick.
All right, here we go. Let's go, Bakugo.
I've been sent to collect your head, Dynamite.
Random setup.
Better villains than you have tried, lady. You tell your bosses that after I send you back in a coffin.
That's some very good voice acting
How would I tell them that
from Bakugo.
already dead? Wow,
Both of them.
You're quick.
Shut up and die!
I ain't never seen Bakugo do that.
Oh, damn! Oh, damn!
Yeah, right.
Oh, it's
Reze can take all that damage.
Lose it, people!
Save me, Dynamite!
Let go of me!
Oh, she got a hit in.
Boom.
Leave them out of this!
Damn, why does it look like Bakugo's struggling?
For what it's worth, Dynamite.
I don't like how this is going.
You bit off a bit more than you could chew. My blood isn't the only thing you drank. It's my sweat you should worry about, dumbass!
Oh, she drank his sweat? Interesting.
I'm aiming for absolute victory! Howitzer! Impact! Cluster!
She's gonna regenerate from that, ain't she?
Scratch that. Not enough for a coffin.
It's over? What?
Oh, Denji, we're so sorry to hear about your girlfriend.
Reze went out sad.
Boom! Boom! please just shut up. On the surface, these two seemed evenly matched. So let's break this fight down into 3 categories: their speed, their stamina, and
Bakugo should be faster.
First up, let's talk speed.
Reze has stamina and power.
Through the sky at hypersonic speeds and maneuver and redirect themselves on a dime in the middle of fights. To the casual observer, at least, they seem to be on par with each other. So we have to look at the people they've fought to compare. Reze has battled Chainsaw Man, who could match and defeat someone using the Gun Devil's power. The same Gun
Nigga, are you spoiling?
Fly around the world, killing millions of people at over 500 times the speed of sound. Impressive, but compare that to Bakugo fighting Shigaraki, who could react fast enough to catch light beams with his bare hands. That's over 1,000 times faster. And that was before Bakugo's quirk awakening that made him even faster than that.
Yeah, he's fast as fuck.
That caliber, there's little chance Reze could ever get the drop on
Reze shouldn't be touching Bakugo in speed. It shouldn't even be close. Yeah, you got that right.
It doesn't matter if one couldn't truly hurt the other. A big part of this fight is their stamina. Bakugo's durability is mind-boggling. He's survived being impaled through the torso and has even brought himself back to life. But unlike Reze, his stamina does eventually hit a limit. Every explosion he makes whittles him down just a little bit more and uses up more and more of his sweat.
He needed help to revive himself, by the
He
way.
can eventually run out. Whereas Reze can effectively create bombs without respite and from a distance. Unlike Bakugo, who usually likes to get up close and personal. Furthermore, her devil hybrid physiology gives her an actual regenerative healing factor, allowing her to shrug off the same kind of mortal blows that would eventually kill Bakugo, main character plot armor or not. If this ever became a war of attrition, Reze had it in the bag.
And firepower.
Two biggest blasts, Reze plot armor or not. If this ever became a war of attrition, Reze had it in the bag. Stamina goes to Reze. However, it's unlikely it would ever get to that point. The biggest factor in this fight was always going to be their raw firepower. Explosions! First, we gotta compare their 2 biggest blasts.
I thought Reze had more firepower.
Versus Bakugo's howitzer impact cluster. And the difference is obvious. Based on calculating their sizes, Bakugo's 300 kiloton explosion was over 100 times more powerful than Reze's 2 kiloton blast. But that's not all. Remember the Typhoon Devil, coughing baby or not, to create a storm big enough to cover Tokyo's over 2,000 square kilometers, he'd have to be generating more than 400 kilotons of TNT. Greater than Bakugo, right? But that's not all. Again, Bakugo's howitzer impact once shattered the size of this big-ass mountain, and despite being earlier on in the series, it was ginormous, almost 3 kilometers in radius.
Yeah, I got it with the calculations.
Megatons of TNT, 5 times more powerful than the Typhoon Devil, and way beyond anything we've seen Reze do. And this was Bakugo before reaching his full power in his fight against All for One. Bakugo takes the final
I don't know.
explosions.
The explosions look bigger on Reze.
Remember, Bakugo withstands the recoil of all his blasts. So even though Reze had greater stamina, Bakugo was more than tough enough to hang on and get his kill shot, especially with his superior speed. And devil healing factors can be overtaxed with enough damage. Hell, she needed
Alright, I've seen enough. Shout out to Bakugo. That was my pick to win this match, and Reze went out sad. She swallowed some sweat and exploded. That was pretty much the end of her. It was cool. Nice little death battle. I'm just glad that my guy won. So, on to the next.